From the narrow streets of Madeira to the grandest stadiums in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo's life is a living testament to what it means to build success from sheer hard work. His story isn't just about talent, it's about obsession, about relentless dedication, about the fire that keeps burning long after others would have quit. His life is not a fairy tale, it's a battlefield where every inch of progress was earned through pain, persistence, and the will to be extraordinary. Ronaldo was not born into privilege. He was born on a small island far away from the global spotlight, in a humble home where dreams seemed too expensive to afford. But there was something inside that little boy that even poverty couldn't crush, an unshakable belief that he was meant for greatness. While most children played football for fun, Ronaldo played with purpose. His childhood was marked by sacrifice. He left home at the age of 12, with nothing but a heart full of ambition and tears in his eyes. He said goodbye to his family, to his mother who couldn't stop crying, to the familiar streets of Madeira, and stepped into a world that didn't care about his feelings, only his results. At Sporting Lisbon, the young Ronaldo faced ridicule for his accent, his skinny frame, and his unfamiliar mannerisms. But instead of breaking, he used every insult as motivation. When others laughed, he trained harder. When they slept, he stayed on the pitch, running sprints in the dark, practicing his technique, perfecting his art. Hard work became his escape, his identity, his weapon. And that's where the first great lesson of his life lies. Hard work is not something you do when you feel like it. It's something you live by when no one believes in you. Ronaldo's greatness was not built on talent alone. It was forged through repetition, through obsession, through a love for improvement that borders on madness. When he joined Manchester United, he wasn't the strongest player on the team, nor the most tactically disciplined, but he was the hungriest. He used to stay after training, long after his teammates had gone home, practicing free kicks again and again. He would spend hours looking in the mirror, not out of vanity, but to analyze his movement, his posture, his control, his balance. He wanted to know every detail that could make him better. Sir Alex Ferguson once said, "He trained like it was the last day of his life." That wasn't exaggeration, it was truth. Hard work became Ronaldo's language. Every goal he scored, every trophy he lifted, was the result of countless invisible hours of preparation. Behind every highlight reel, there was sweat, sacrifice, and sleepless nights. He didn't just train his body, he trained his mind. He built a mindset that refused to accept limits. The world often praises his confidence, but few understand where it comes from. It's not arrogance, it's evidence of the work he has put in. When you spend decades sharpening your skills, mastering your craft, pushing your body beyond its limits, you earn the right to believe in yourself. Ronaldo's self-belief is not delusion, it's discipline. There's a story that perfectly captures this. During his time at Real Madrid, when the team would win a big game, most players would celebrate, laugh, and rest. Ronaldo would go home and hit the gym again. Not because he wasn't happy, but because he believed success was never permanent. He knew that as soon as you start celebrating too early, someone else is working harder than you. His drive was not fueled by applause, but by the fear of complacency. That's the second great lesson his life teaches us. True hard work is not about competition with others. It's about competition with yourself. Ronaldo's greatest rival has always been the man he was yesterday. That's why at 39, while others fade into comfort, he still trains like a teenager fighting for his first contract. He doesn't slow down because the world tells him he's done. He works harder because his hunger has no finish line. And that's what makes him extraordinary. He has redefined longevity. When people said he was too old, he proved them wrong with goals. When they said he was finished, he showed them that discipline doesn't age. Every drop of sweat, every repetition, every hour spent perfecting his craft was an investment in his legacy. Hard work for Ronaldo is not a phase, it's a lifestyle. It's waking up before dawn, training while others sleep, controlling every aspect of his diet, his recovery, his mentality. It's saying no to comfort, no to excuses, and yes to the grind. He once said, "Talent is nothing without hard work." Those words define him. Because while talent may open the door, hard work builds the house. Ronaldo's life also reveals a deeper truth. Hard work demands sacrifice. He sacrificed nights out, friendships, and even parts of his personal life to chase perfection. While others were living normal lives, he was crafting an extraordinary one. And that's the paradox of greatness. It costs everything. But he paid the price willingly, because he understood that dreams only come true when you're ready to suffer for them. He endured injuries, criticism, heartbreak, and constant scrutiny. Yet, every setback became a reason to push harder. When he missed penalties, he trained until he couldn't feel his legs. When fans booed him, he turned their hate into fuel. When others doubted him, he doubled his effort. His entire life is proof that hard work doesn't guarantee an easy path, but it guarantees progress. In moments when life seemed unfair, Ronaldo never complained. He adapted. He evolved. He turned pain into power. That's why he stands today not just as a footballer, but as a symbol of resilience. He reminds us that no matter where you start, hard work can rewrite your destiny. Perhaps the most powerful lesson from his journey is that hard work is not glamorous. It's lonely. It's repetitive. It's the unseen grind when the cameras are off. But it's those invisible hours that define who you become when the world is watching. Ronaldo's trophies, records, and achievements are not miracles. They are receipts of the effort he put in when no one was cheering. He's not superhuman. He's super disciplined. That's the real secret. Every time he steps onto the field, he carries decades of practice in his every movement. Every sprint, every header, every goal is a message to the world. Hard work works. When you look at Ronaldo today, still scoring, still breaking records, still striving, you realize something profound. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey that never ends. Hard work is not a phase that stops once you've made it. It's a fire that must keep burning. Ronaldo teaches us that true greatness is not in reaching the top, but in staying there, through discipline, consistency, and relentless effort. His life tells us that talent might start the story, but hard work writes the ending. It teaches us that if you want to be the best, you have to train like the best, think like the best, and live like the best even when no one's watching. Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy is not just measured in goals or trophies, but in the inspiration he gives to every dreamer who dares to work hard enough. His message is simple, but powerful. You don't have to be born great. You just have to refuse to give up. That's what Cristiano Ronaldo's life teaches us about hard work. It's not about luck. It's about effort. It's not about where you start, but how far you're willing to go. And above all, it's about believing that no dream is too big when your dedication is bigger. Because in the end, greatness doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. And Cristiano Ronaldo made his choice long ago, to work harder than everyone else every single day,